Hey, what's up, guys on YouTube? It's January, and where I live, it's still very, very cold. So I thought I'd do a video over the essential things to take with you to stay warm out in town and still look, fairly well put together. One thing I cannot stand is when you see somebody basically making it look like, oh, if you do this sport, you're just uneducated, dumb, poor redneck. And the reason why people assume that is because you have people who will go buy their camo to go hunting in, and then they use that as like everyday wear. Um, I don't do that with my fishing stuff. I don't do that with my hunting stuff. If I'm wearing it, guess what? I'm doing that activity at some point that day. Um, First thing is your hat. Um, I like to wear this one around backwards quite a bit. Wear it with the front, however you do that, that's your business. But a hat without sweat stains all over it is important. I have one that I wear out that my wife can't stand because it has a sweat stain right around this area. Even though we've washed it a bunch, it doesn't go away. So she basically thinks that's a work hat. Um, I still kind of push it a little bit because the white part, it's a trucker hat, so the white part right here still looks really clean. Um, but that's one of the reasons why I'm saying this is because people notice that thing. People notice, oh, his hat's dirty. Um, if it was any colder, I'd wearing a beanie, and I don't like the kind that flips up. I want it to just come down and stay. I don't like the big knit ones. I'm actually getting rid of mine that were given to me. And the next thing is a scarf. Now, you can do scarves a couple different ways. You can just do it this way, throw it around, and you're good. You may bring it up a little bit higher so you can go around and come down on the other side. And people are actually warming up to these a lot more than they used to because uh, you've got veterans coming back from the Middle East that basically wore a scarf the whole time, but it was tactical and it served a real purpose there because they would sweat, and the sweat would, wind would come by, hit the sweat, cool them off naturally, and keep the dust out of their face. So they come back, and it's not that big a deal for them to wear a scarf when it's cold to keep them warm because they're already used to wearing something around their neck. This is another way, and the other way, which is really meant for dressier time, is just this right here. Now, that's probably going to be your most classy way to wear it. And the reason why this is not only great for keeping you warm, I mean, it's your neck, it's keeping you, I mean, there's no arguing that it does its job. But it's coming back not just because people are coming back and they're more comfortable wearing it, but it's classy. Not only does it work, but when you think about back in our nation's classiest period, guys wore scarves. And it just kind of adds to that. The next thing, you got to get a good leather jacket or a pea coat. And depending upon your style, a Carhartt with a collar is also really classy to go out in town. Because if I'm not working, I don't have a work jacket on. If I'm not hunting, I don't have a hunting jacket on. I need to be, and if I'm not dressed up, like, I mean, I'm wearing a long sleeve t-shirt right now. So if I'm not dressed up, I don't need a dress coat. That's what's nice about this leather jacket or a pea coat is it really goes with no matter what you're wearing, you look put together, and people respect that a little bit more than if you go into the bank or to do business somewhere and you're running errands and you look like a slob. So think about what you wear, because yes, I'm an outdoorsman. Yes, I like to work with my hands, but I also don't want to look like a slob, because it does affect the way people interact with you. It affects the way people automatically give that first impression where they assume you're educated, you're not educated, you have something to offer, you don't. So that's my 2 cents. Also, the things that I'm wearing does a great job with your everyday carry stuff, because a good coat, sweater, easier to conceal carry your EDC knife, your EDC firearm. And if you do a neck knife, the scarf does a really great job of covering up the strap that does your neck knife. I don't personally do a neck knife, but scarf takes care of that for you. Also, it's just really great padding, because if you're freezing, you're cold, you're not going to be as comfortable, you're not going to be as relaxed. And I know when I'm out freezing my butt off and get a phone call, I'm short tempered. That short temperedness escalates situations more than you would think. So being warm, being comfortable, helps you interact with people better. So like, subscribe, share. Love the comments. But appreciate y'all tuning in today. Like I said, lots of videos coming out today. Still doing more firearms, doing some stuff about watches, Camelbacks probably. I'm just trying to keep the videos flowing all day long while I've got the opportunity to. So appreciate you tuning in. Come back to Red Dirt Outdoors and stay warm.